up? We live.
What's up?
What's up? Live from Brooklyn, it's the Hangout. That's what it is. Live from Brooklyn, son. The live tour. Hangout is the realest. Got AK on the side with the dealers. Wow. Fix it up. You on it? Yo. Tune in. Tune in. There you go, right?
Hope y'all got y'all popcorn ready.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a movie. Interesting things. Definitely. Anybody in the building, give a shout out. Let us know what you looking like, what you feeling like tonight. We got nothing else to do. Come hang out.
Yeah, definitely.
Come hang out.
Yes.
You know it's Friday.
It's a little cup.
Kick back, relax, get the contact, it's the cardiacs, all good. Get some snacks. Definitely. Roll up something, sit with us, chill, put your feet up. What we doing? We're here about to hang out, mellow out for the night. We gonna be your road crew, your fire stick today.
On this rainy Friday.
This rainy Friday. Friday is that's definitely one that you always think people go hang out with. They're gonna go hang out.
Yes.
They definitely gonna go hang
It's that movie night.
Yeah.
I was just
the
telling
first
him.
of the month night. We're definitely gonna. Somebody gonna spend that check. They just got to.
We're ordering some food.
That's it.
Yeah, sell more.
Oh man. All the delivery dudes on the bikes, the way. I be seeing with the plastic gloves on.
What you be saying? Tell me what you be saying.
Yo,
Maybe thinking about their life choices.
They be on the thing. I'll be like, yo, they gotta definitely be like, yo, I think my life choices.
They trying to form. I think they formed a union.
They trying, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, and they probably might just get it to where they get health benefits and things like that because these DoorDash companies are making a lot of money, and you're going there expecting people to always give you a tip.
I mean, it's only right.
You know, the DoorDash, that whole thing took away a lot of like restaurants having delivery people.
And that's another, yeah. And gave them some of them that didn't have a delivery convenience of having something like that.
Yeah, of course, you know, they got corner stores and shit.
Exactly.
Delis that they have. DoorDash.
Everybody dashing. Everybody.
Like, yo, go get me a strawberry and cheese, man, from the corner store. Pick it up.
It's to the point to where even when I went out of town, they got different ones like what's it called? Carver, Clever, all this other stuff. I'm like, yo, it's Avenue. You know,
they even have a new one. I think it's what too good to go or good to go.
That's another thing.
If you could get like whatever they have left over. Yeah.
I am a sort of a fan of that.
Oh yeah.
Because I done used it a couple of times, especially in my hood. I'm like, oh, they had like a pizza pie that you would regularly get for like $22 or something like that.
And you
and they like, yo, give me $7. And I'm like, $7. And they threw in a beef patty, all that stuff in the box and taped it up. So, yo. And I'm like, oh, so you participate in it? Some of the grocery stores.
Yes, the grocery stores.
There might be some beans that you don't eat in the bag and some other stuff, some fish. I'm like, I don't eat fish.
Yeah, when you do the surprise.
She was telling me about it. I was like, it just sounds like
I haven't ordered, but
the food that they got left out so long that they can't really serve to the customers no more. They put all together.
I think it's
like, you're good
it's
to go.
that same day food.
Yeah,
no, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
that morning, that late morning, early afternoon.
I know. That's why they give it that time.
You know, like,
yes. You only it's not an
pizza
all
that
day.
they had left out.
Like I know that some stores it'll be like during their turnover. Or like, all right, this is right before we go. Like,
Yeah.
Like they'll eat a bunch of breakfast stuff when lunch is about to come
or
out.
they give you a package.
Lunch stuff when dinner's about to come out. I mean, that's cool, but that's that's kind of.
I was just like, that could be beneficial. You end up getting a good rapport with the managers.
And they'll hold something for you, like, yo.
Yeah,
I'm holding because I bought this program, I get a kickback. So
you kind of low with it.
Exactly.
Right, yeah. Make sure you save some steaks, man. I'm tired of this damn chicken strips.
Yeah, Happy Meal, Kitty Meal, things every time. Little burgers.
I was like, that's a good way to taste test the bakery. Like
man.
instead of ordering, you get them little samples, or like, okay,
Oh,
now I make
sometimes
a
the
big order
bakery,
with
whatever,
you.
like,
Yeah.
I mean,
So a lot of them be a hit.
Yeah, definitely.
They should be good when it be coming straight out, not like when it's turning over.
But it'll be good though.
But it works for who it works for.
Exactly. Sometimes I go to other neighborhoods. You know, where I work at, I'm like, I'm gonna go to where I work at and see what's going on over there. You know, we sound like, you know what I mean, early dinner real quick. On the way home.
They got some good Italian restaurants.
Exactly.
So
happy in that. I'm like, what are we gonna do?
Hold up.
It's almost 5 o'clock. You gotta catch it before the deadline. You know, like 10 before the deadline. I got like $7 on this little Cash App card. All right, it works. Let's get some food. Good money. It would have been to nobody. At least let it go to me. We got money. I want to say what up to whoever online watching us. Give us a shout out. Can we see some fire emojis? What's going on? You over here with the Hangout. What's going on? You.
AKA promotions in the building.
That's what's up. We got AKA promotions in the building. Definitely.
Thank y'all for the invite.
Yes.
I've been saying for a while. I'm like, yo, when is he gonna ask me to come? He did one time.
I actually
That's
when we first started.
Yeah, I wasn't able, and I was like, dang, I hope I ain't missed my shot.
You always hanging out. You always hanging out. That's why, you know, whoever in live with us, let us know you hanging out with us. Give us a shout out.
Yeah, definitely share.
Fire
tell your
emojis.
peoples, tell your peoples,
Tell your mans and your homies and your bros. Come pop out. Like, yo, you ain't doing nothing, yo. Tune into the Hangout. We out here. What's going on with that? Good. Shoot.
We're gonna let that be the shot. I'm just gonna stay. I'm just gonna stay on that.
Shot look like
That street media opening. That street media opening.
Oh, that was me. Yes, yes. One time for your mind, 2 times for whatever you want to make it.
Yeah, so this allows me not to be bending over. Pause.
Hey, yo.
You heard?
Tax time.
This changes the game right here.
Yes, and I see.
You know,
game changer.
I gotta do the technical stuff. So pardon me, but not being able to speak. But this shit had me kind of stressed out for a second. You heard? So I had to gather myself. You want to open up with a Debonair song?
Ooh. Yo, that's so good. Shout out to Debonair. All right.
That's your song? Nah, that's another.
I like that.
That's Demon there.
Oh, no, we good.
All right, so now it works, because last time the fucking music fucked up.
And you did it over.
No, I didn't do nothing over it. It came out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was just like a little.
All right, so microphone again set. Oh, that's crazy. He's walking to S.STREET Media. Yo, that's crazy.
Wow.
Coincidentally, that's crazy. I don't even think I watched this video outside of him showing me. That's crazy. Shout out to Debonair.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
All
Yeah,
right, so we
yeah.
ready. We still got the music ready. Everything is go. So we starting audio up. This fucking shit is whack. Audio is up. Nah, this controller is just wacky. Good thing I don't gotta do much.
Yeah, just click, go.
Start recording. Fine.
Yeah.
Morning
Tune in.
sign. Come on.
We live. Come in here live with us.
Hang out.
Get to see what we doing on the Hangout before it come out. Pause.
No, we're not doing the hangout no more. And we the hangout. Yeah. I don't like that shit. Fuck. This shit is whack. This shit is whack.
What up? Let me get a shout out.
Is it going morning sign is up?
Yep.
She media sign is up. Okay. We're about to count down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's up?
All right, Royale chicken now. What we got going on today?
Squirt.
Everything great. Okay.
Bam, bam.
All right. Here at Temple is, you like to speak to the artist.
Shout out to the YouTube channel. Your party can't hear the music. But yeah, we rocking. Style by Poverty merch on. This is one of the to go.
You good looking for hanging out with us. What's going on? Let me know you in here. What's going on with you? All right. Yeah, that's fires, likes, comments, share. Tell your homies to subscribe. Subscribe in the comments. That'll cause anything. Don't be a ghost writer. Definitely not. Definitely not what we do right now. No good Friday. Out there.
That used to be my show back in the day.
Oh,
Ghost
Ghost Rider. That's crazy. Yeah. It's a lot of shows. Go find it. Let us know you.
What was your teenage show that you?
I was probably too grown. I played outside.
You was outside.
I was outside too. That was it. And probably last thing I watched on TV was probably the Michael Jackson Thriller. And I was like, oh, that's what we're doing on TV? Good.
Okay.
That's what it's about. It's about acting.
Like the real fun is outside.
Yeah. Go outside. Have fun.
Yeah,
Like
busy
it was
today.
always something to do outside, though.
Yeah,
Like,
busy
yeah,
today.
being in the
When I
house
was one of
was
the
boring.
I was a kid that wandered. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you go home.
I was probably like 9 years old. With the genetically by myself on Metro North.
Oh, wow.
You know, craziness.
For the live, you gotta be closer in. Live.
Live City traveler. Live City, yeah. I was out there. I was, you know, they used to call me Pathfinder because you know, bikes on making the game and they was like, you know, certain things we couldn't know with that. You know, I'm coming to say, and I played basketball, so when I went to school, with different kids, they live in different neighborhoods. You know,
So you go into
I'm in my five, you know, something like that. You know, I like competition. That's something I feel travel around places by myself. That right there got you a lot of players too. Yeah, I played in different places, and not me knowing that one of the biggest like basketball platforms in New York. I played around one of the guys that ran it. So when I went to the trial, he like, don't worry, you good. Don't worry. All right.
not even
This is like
realizing.
the whole city wanna compete for these spots to play basketball. Like when we was young, that was like the lottery pick. Like we like, oh, this is the NBA.
So, like, you in high school, you played around
No, I played. I was Stephon Marbury was probably like 2 grades ahead of me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, I was in that. Stephon Marbury was his cousins.
You ever see a dude named Hassan?
Hassan.
He's always be with Steph Curry. Hassan.
Yeah.
Hassan Fati.
So, there's a lot of people, especially a lot of people in my neighborhood. They was
What's that name? Kenny P was a famous basketball coach.
he coached my son.
My grandmother's daughter.
Kenny Brown. Yep. When he heard about, when he heard about my family, he was like, oh, that's why he was playing out that. Oh, he got really shot. They say that name in there, he really go if he threw in the basketball. So he was that right there was something. All right. That right there, that era.
I mean, I'm a big fan, but I'm kind of like,
I was a fan. Yeah.
I think that one from just that one. You do a live one though anytime, but peace.
Yep.
It's the God Mathematics,
And I'm Rod.
and we are the Hangout. You heard?
Yep.
We are back for episode 14.
14.
It is Real Deal Holyfield. We've been doing this for more than 3 months now.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, 3 months going.
Rest in peace to our brother Woody Wood, aka the man of the couch, aka the Puerto Rican Ed McMahon, aka Spazer.
Yep.
You will never be forgotten. You are the official 3rd member of the Hangout, and we will always say your name. We will always represent you at all times.
Yes.
You heard?
Yes, all the time.
But before we get into anything, we got to get into the business. And you know what the business is? The business is shout out to all of our S.STREET Media family. We are the plug, aka Promotions was here. The House of Hip Hop, Who's Styling Who, Code 31, Grind Hard TV, so many. The Vandal Hour, which is back, and we're back like cooked crack.
Yes.
You heard? Numbers is looking stupid.
Tune into that.
Yeah, shout out to the 1718 Collective, Get Fed Records, Made for Kings. I'm just going off the top of my head. Damn, write this shit down today. Yeah, I'm in the booth. I'm in the booth.
But JC.
You heard? We have family in the building today. They've been talking on our live for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Holding it down when I was doing that technical shit. But we have family in the building. I am reiterating that. Family in the building. Underline that. Throw some air quotes like the other people be doing.
Oh, that's right.
We are the plug in the building.
What's up?
It is not a game. She is one of our loyal supporters. Yeah. She usually might be on live when we on. But we also have, it's not just one person and we are the plug. We stands for more than one person. If you understand the English vocabulary. Yo, God, tell them who you is, man.
Yo, my name is Tasim, aka Too Tough. All right.
You heard. Heard him. Queen, real quick. For the people who may not heard of We Are the Plug or AKA Promotions, give them a rundown.
All right. So real quick, because I could talk, but real quick, AKA Promotions is a promotion company. So basically, I support anybody that has a business, that has a company, that's an artist, that's a manager, that any type of entrepreneur. I support them. I promote them via social media, through having events. I also have a podcast, We Are the Plug, and that's where we do the interviews. So I try to make it where the people that I'm interviewing, there's other avenues that they can get into. It's not just the interview and that's it. So yeah, like I said, AKA Promotions is about promoting whoever needs to be promoted or whoever wants to be promoted. And that's what I do.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Before you came to S.STREET Media, where was you doing your show at?
Oh, I was with
It's all right. Everybody over 40 in this room right now. Everybody's over 40.
I was with Face the Reality Radio.
Okay.
With Tim. He's the head honcho over there. He has so many things going on: clothing line, studio, radio station, just everything. So he's like a one-stop shop for real. So I started out with him, and he got me into doing just speaking, being on camera, and just being a part of his interviews that he would have, and make it accessible for me to just jump in. And that's basically what happened. So I always shout him out. Shout out to you, Tim.
Yeah, we're not haters. We're not haters.
Never.
We're not haters. We support all businesses.
Yeah, and it's never beef. Everybody has their ladder that they have to take to get to where they want to go. And my ladder, it took me this way. And, I'm very thankful. So, shout out to Math, Get Fed, everybody. Yeah. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the event and all of that, because basically that's what AKA Promotions is about.
So if you didn't hear her, she is a brand that helps other brands, that puts the highlights and puts attention on other brands. She also interviews. She throws events. That's what she does. Exactly. And she does it from the heart, and that's the reason why I think she's separated from all the others that do it. She does it from the heart. She's investing into other people as much as she invests in herself. And whether that investment comes in time or whether it comes in finance, she's investing, which, today's conversation is going to go into some things about people supporting people and stuff like that. I definitely want to have that conversation because I see it all the time on the internet, and creators like ourselves definitely question that support thing. But before we get into all of that deep shit. Also, make sure you check us out on YouTube at S.STREET Media. You can check us out on Instagram at S_street_media. You can check us on live 365 at S.STREET Media Radio. Be a subscriber, not a ghost one. Don't be a ghost rider. We don't fuck with those.
Nope.
Be a motherfucking subscriber. The numbers is looking crazy. I have no complaints. Shout out to Finland, who supports S.STREET Media. One of our biggest fans is not one of our biggest fans. One of our biggest fan bases is Finland.
Wow.
More than Brooklyn. What the fuck is going on?
We right around the corner.
Wow.
What the fuck is going on?
Right here in the heart of
The Finland people are showing us more support than New York City.
Exactly.
That sounds crazy. That sounds like a paradox. And that's going to go back into our support thing.
Yes.
You know? But we're going to not touch that right now.
Hey,
Oh,
yo.
yeah.
Oh, pause.
Before we get into all that real quick, I just want to throw this out there. Please, please, please. AKA Promotions 21 on YouTube. AKA Promotions on YouTube. Please go subscribe. I have videos from when I was at the other studio. If you want to get a feel of me, I have videos from being with Street Media. So, and I have more content that I'm about to put up and stuff, but I definitely want to get the viewers up. So yes, go subscribe.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe, man. That's support comes in many ways. It don't come from always $1. It comes sometimes from you just pushing a button.
Click.
Push a button.
Click.
Do we gotta run up in your crib, have a hammer to your head, and be like, oh yeah, this is a pause free. This is a pause. This is a pause go zone.
Okay.
Pause go zone.
Okay.
So my bad. But sometimes you gotta be more, you know, I gotta get more expressive with my words and choose better words. But I was smoking 2 seconds before I jumped on camera. So it's like that. And that's the way it is. We're not gonna go because this is a pause go zone. It's a pause go zone, man. But we have some events coming up.
Yes, we do have events.
If you don't know, we are a company that do events outside of podcasting. We also have a radio station.
Yes.
We do a lot of things here at S.STREET Media. So, you know, tap in. Tap in. It's real.
Tap in.
So we have some events coming up. We have our New Year's Eve party happening at a disclosed location.
Don't tell nobody.
You heard?
Definitely.
But it's going down.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
Okay.
Yeah. We also have the La Bella 15th.
Yes.
I am the host at the most.
Yes.
You heard? And in my old days, leave you ghost. Yes.
Out the picture.
Yeah. That night, I will be doing what I do best, and that's talk shit on a audio device.
Hey.
You heard? The audio device.
Right.
Shout out to my man Woody Wood. What you call it? So I'll be hosting the La Bella Diaries EP release party. Shout out to Anna La Bella. If you don't know who Anna La Bella,
Thank you, sir.
the Queen mentioned her earlier. Anna La Bella is a dope MC representing Bronx, New York. She has a new single out called Wait. Just recently, Shampoo from YN. Just listening to on Instagram. If you follow Shampoo, tap in and check her out because he previewed her music. So that's a extraordinary thing.
Yeah, I definitely want to go get that.
If you don't know who Shampoo is a person that's a part of Def Jam Records. He's been part of Def Jam Records for years. He is like the head of the street team, and plus he like ushers, people around New York who come from other places. He's like the dude, basically. I don't know what title it is, but he's like the dude. Shout out to Shampoo.
Yes, shout out to
Doing big things too. Pause. We also have the Heal Fest.
Yes.
Mental health event coming up on December 20th. And that's happening at 2 Prince Street. It's going to be a serious situation with performers. We're going to have people talking about mental health. We're going to be having supplies or information to give out to people.
Yeah.
We might even have people giving testimony. But it's happening on December 20th. We have artists that's going to be there. We're also going to have an art therapy session going on. It's going to be a lot of different things. And we have like 14 performers that's going to be doing a thing on our stage. There is no stage, but you get the point. You get the point.
Hey, get it.
They'll be in front of the crowd.
That's a better part.
Yeah.
Got
Last but not least but not last, we have the BCon 13 samples, loops, and one-shots. Pause.
Hey.
It sounds like a pause. I don't even know
Yeah,
why,
I don't
but it
know.
sounds like a pause deserves
One
to
shot.
be there.
One shot.
Yeah. It could have been me getting money for rent,
Ah!
right? But it didn't have deal with an end. You know what I mean? So it threw me off. Yeah, but we got BCon happening. We're doing it with Primo Bozo. Shout out to
Yes,
Primo
shout
Bozo,
out.
aka Mailbox Recordings, aka Vetta,
Yes.
and 10 Push-Ups, who is also a part of the S.STREET Media team. We have BCon happening. It's a producer showcase. We will be showcasing beats from producers from all over New York City. It's our 13th one. Actually, it's probably our 12th because I think, or our 11th because we skipped a couple of numbers on purpose. On purpose, just some real crazy. No, we did it on purpose. We was like, yo, it's BCon 4. Let's go to 6.
Yo, that's because the Bozos did.
Yeah, Primo. Shout out to the Primo Bozos. That was their idea, but I
Bozos.
definitely stamped that. I approve it. It was approved. So that's what's happening for December right now. We also have some other things coming up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna throw it out there. It's not solidified, but it's solidified. We're having an art show at our headquarters, Pause, at our new space, where it's gonna be crazy. It's happening on possibly February 10th, I might say, but it's going down. Your man is being put into boards.
Hey, yo.
Boards.
Oh, all right.
Boards.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to be sitting in on boards. They want me to be part of the motherfucking board.
Hey.
You heard? So it's happening. Big things happening. So yeah, so we're gonna have that happening in February. We also will be doing individual art shows at the office. Also, starting with the YN show. We have the Hop show after that, and we might have the STEM one after that. In between, more art shows. We're doing it serious.
Our big boys.
This is S.STREET Media,
Yeah.
the Hangout.
That's
This
it.
is where we talk S.STREET Media shit. We're S.STREET Media people. You heard?
Shout out to all that media family.
That's a fact. So we gotta go through the business. We want people to watch this and get information. Last episode, 250 plus viewers. You heard?
Yes, man.
And that doesn't include our shorts. Our shorts is going stupid, man. The Flatbush Brownsville one going stupid. The Mexican pizzerias in New York. And so our numbers is looking crazy, man. They're talking about us where we got these streets a buzz. They're not giving us our props, but we do. We just taking it. Pause. Pause. We taking it like a chomo. Pause.
Hey, yo.
That would be great for a short. So say whatever y'all want. But we're creating content. We're creating content. This is what we do. So now, before we get into what we have here, we want to talk to our guest tonight, aka Promotions, aka We Are the Plug.
Yeah.
We just do an event with y'all.
Yes.
It was a successful event.
Yes.
Yes,
It really
yes,
was.
yes.
Yes.
It was crazy.
Definitely.
It was crazy for our first event together.
Yes.
It was a great situation. Shout out to the DJ that we had to let go.
Moment of silence for the DJ because we already know. But definitely.
But check this out. That's my man, DJ Polarity, man. He been hitting me up. That's still the goal.
Yes.
He's still rock.
Shout out for coming through.
But yeah, he definitely, you know, our energies bumped heads.
Yeah.
Pause.
Clarity wasn't on.
Yeah.
Hey.
And no, know what it was? It was just that when there's a lot of pressure going on, you know, a lot of people react differently. So it was not personal.
Yeah, you can't hold it against nobody. Yeah.
It wasn't that personal. That's my man. We still do business together. But yeah, shout out to DJ Polarity. But that night was crazy.
Shout out to you as well, because that happened. Not everybody even knew. It wasn't even a hiccup in the show. Everything flowed regular. So shout out to you for being able to jump in that spot and keep it moving like that. That's great.
That's what we do. That's what we do. The show must go on.
Yes.
And that night was dope, man. How did you feel about what was going on that night?
Like I was explaining to y'all the night of the event, it's or not, you know, how everything is gonna go, and so that was a little. But once the night started and everyone started coming in, energy was just there. I didn't have, you know, I had a little hiccup in the very beginning, a little one, but that was handled quickly. But after that, like I said, everyone that was coming, the energy was there. Everybody was ready to perform. You know, they was able to get in their mode, they mixing, mingling, they was playing little games on the side. The energy was just, it was great. So for it to have been my first event with Street Media, I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy and proud that everything worked out the way it did. Shout out to all of the artists that came through. Because when I say y'all came to do it. Y'all didn't come to play. And it was just great performances from everyone. Everyone that came. I'm not gonna go into the one by one names because you know it's all over. But everybody that came through, you know what I'm saying, especially my cousins and my nephew.
Family.
You know, yes, my
That's
family that came out and supported, and honestly, I'm gonna be so honest right now. The numbers that I'm getting is like baby numbers as far as views and likes on social media. But to me, it's the most likes, views, comments that I've gotten on Instagram since I've started Instagram with anything that I've done. That event right there opened the doors for so many people to start inboxing me, asking me about interview. When you having another event? And that's another thing I want to say to the artists. Thank y'all for hitting me up and letting me know how much fun y'all had and how eager y'all are for me to do another one, because that helps. Like, and there's gonna be another one coming for the new year. We gonna get all the particulars together, but we definitely gonna do it again. And shout out to Street Media, because it's not easy working with people. And I'm a particular person. I have a quick temper. You know, it could get real crazy sometimes. So we didn't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? Everything just worked smooth. So I'm just thankful for the whole experience.
Yo, shout out to the 8 security guards. Shout out to the 8 security guards that was able to still have people sneaking. Shout out to all of them. You know what I mean? Without you, a couple of people would have had to pay.
Gosh almighty.
Yo, I'm gonna say that when the performance is going on, everybody's engaged. Everybody's engaged. And I think that's kind of like the way Karma is positioned. It has it that everyone is facing towards the stage. And so their back is towards the door. And so that's where the quagmire happens. So, but what we have to do is one person cannot be watching the event from performance view. In most
positions other people have when you are throwing it, and you're moving out from the front. I'm outside doing nothing stupid. I'm trying to record, you know, as many artists as I can.
Definitely.
You know, yeah, I'm all over the place. Like, and I didn't even go front my jacket. I don't even know how I kept it on all night because I was high.
that's a fact. I didn't think
But I
about
was
that.
moving like, yeah. It's a lot that goes on that you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
So yeah, especially when you're dealing with money and you're dealing with liquor, and you know what I'm saying, you got to make sure that you stay on point regardless of what's going on. So
Yeah,
it was a good.
I can't front. Homie that had the most accolades from the past, the one that he was like the Busta Rhyme-ish, super energy. He was dope, man. I'm kind of mad that he walked away when I told him like just don't bang on anything.
Oh,
That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
It was nothing else. Everything he did was cool. But when he banged on the shit, my cousin kind of got nervous.
Yeah.
And I just don't want him to think that like we're savages or something like that.
Yeah.
And that we can't manage our crowd. But it
No,
wasn't
one
to
thing-
stop
one
it wasn't
thing
to stop it though.
I say about Nat Burn, everyone have their way of performing, and I've seen him perform multiple places at different times, and that energy, that's what he has. Like he gets on chairs, you know what I'm saying? Like he's standing on top of stuff, he's moving, so you know that's something else I have to be mindful of when I book certain artists. I have to let you know what I'm saying the people know like they perform like this, they're this type of performer, they're gonna move around, they're gonna do this, so you know, and then so I can let them know ahead of time, like, yo, the stuff here is kind of sensitive, so you can't be banging, you can't be jumping and carrying on. So, you know, little things like that is good for the future. So that was one of them experiences. But Nat, you already know, I told you.
Shout out to Nat, what's his name, Nat Burner?
Yeah, no, Nat Burn.
Nat Burn.
Yes.
Shout out to Nat Burn.
Yes, he already know, next event, you already know you there.
Yeah, I just had to say that. Like, I apologize for fucking up his feng shui. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't trying. I wasn't trying to do that. I was just like, yo, don't bang the table.
Yeah.
You know,
you gotta see it from all angles. Yeah.
It was a crazy night, man. I
And shout out to the food. Zay's.
Oh no,
wait. I was about to shout out waiting for the
Zay,
boy.
Yeah, man.
That night, Zay.
She sticks her whole thigh into the plate. And it's not her, it's her mom. Shout out to her mother, because her mother, I asked her. She's the business side of the business.
Yeah.
So, which is dope. Which is dope.
Word.
Which is dope.
Can't beat that.
Cannot beat that. And I always tell her, tell your mom she's illmatic. Like, I don't know what she be doing. And she does different rices every time. You're not going to get the same rice.
Exactly.
You're not going to get the same setup, never with her. Okay. Every time she does her shit, she does it, and it's a different layout of food that she's doing. Different types of rices. She's doing her chickens in different types of ways. Always. You just gotta make sure that she sells out.
Yeah.
Golden rule. If you could do that, you good.
Taste that food, she gonna sell out.
Yeah, and word started traveling. Oh, this food in the back. Oh, it tastes good too. Yo, get some of this. Get some. Yeah, so.
Yeah, you can't deny that shit. Like, it was great.
Yeah,
it was
everything
great.
Really turned out very well.
Performance wise, who do you feel like really shook the crowd like that? And before you answer, I'm going to say this. Off the top of my head, I could say at least 4 that outshined a lot of people off the top. So this is not an easy question that I'm asking, and we doing this respectfully. But in your opinion, who you felt shook the crowd the most?
All right.
I think it was Stax Skrilla. Stax Skrilla, yeah.
Okay,
I
shout out to
think
Stacks. Shout out to Stacks.
I think he definitely got the energy out, but if we're gonna go from the earlier to, because he was like in the middle.
Yo,
I mean,
I'm gonna say this. These two people, and I'm gonna say three,
Okay.
but really two. But I'm gonna put another person in this conversation. I'm gonna say to me, Stack Skrilla, Trife Ball's first song, he smashed it, and I am a person who have seen him perform many a times, and I was surprised at like what he did that night. And I'm gonna put another person, man. I'm gonna put Gecko, Mr. Mazuma.
Yes, Mazuma Mob, shout out.
Shout out to them.
shout out to
I
the
think
Mom.
his second song,
Oh,
the 220, that's what it's called, 220, some shit like that, is a number. That shit had it
That was
kind
a
of
bop.
like dudes was just like it was. He had a moment, you know. And when I watch performances, a lot of times it's just like I don't see people who really capture the crowd. It's just them with the audio device in front of a stage.
Yeah,
You know,
I definitely felt that from a few.
but
I
certain people
also
catch
feel like-
moments.
I also feel like that energy that came from those artists, this was like their first time performing. This was their first time being out in a, in that type of setting with all of these other artists and, reciting their stuff. So it's like personally, I give them a pass and I give them like a big shout out to even be able to do that, because it takes a lot to be like, okay, I'm gonna come out and perform with people that do this. He was on basically the stage with signed artists. So, shout out to was it Gorgeous Gangsta, Mazuma Mall? Shout out to you. And you got it. Don't get discouraged or nothing, because you got it. Just keep with it. Just keep with it.
Yo, that night, I think Tribe Boys caught the Holy Ghost.
I can't even say nothing about him.
Shout out.
Yo, I think he caught the
always
Holy
just show
Ghost.
out. He just
No,
always.
you seen him perform before?
Yes.
All right.
I've
So
been
let
to
me
the
say
bars
this.
and
I've seen him perform many a times, and you missed the Bo Black Tribe Boys performances, because the Bo Black Tribe performances back when they was rocking heavy was crazy. The energy was like them two, unmatched. They shut a show down. Seriously. And I'm talking about Trife like that's not my homeboy. I'm talking about him straight up from what he did. Yo, his Bo Black and him time, they used to catch moments on a regular basis. Moments. I haven't seen Trife catch a moment in a minute. And that night, when he did the first song, he caught a moment. And it was crazy to see him do it by himself. Even though I missed Trife performances, a lot of them when he was by himself, even though he did perform by himself for many of our shits. But he's been doing it before I was even in the business. So I missed his early years. But in the times that I've seen him catch moments. And that night, it was surprising to me because he's a veteran MC. He's not like somebody who just came up last week doing this. He's a person who has songs with Mr. Cheeks, Sadat X, Fred the Godson, stuff like that.
You gotta do your research on that.
So his shit is deep. So pause. Fast pause. NASCAR pause. But that night, I saw the old Trife. Like, he's been in his money bag for a minute recently. So to see him in his performance bag, I was like, wow. Mr. Mazuma,
Yeah.
aka Gecko,
Yeah.
Global Gecko, the homie. That night, I think he had a semi moment, not to the extreme. He's very reserved these days. You know what I mean? He's behind his movement. He's not the person trying to steal the light from the movement.
Okay.
He doesn't step back and let his team
Handle.
shine.
That's
Yeah.
it, do it.
You know, shine, and he stepped back. That night, it was for me one of his rare moments of, because usually he just let them do what they do, and Sunday his just vibing.
Yeah.
But that night, he said, I think in his mind, he said, I want to catch a body tonight. He said, it's one of those. He said, it's one of those. And when he threw the 220 on, that's a song that he used to rock on our shits. I said, oh shit.
And Cherish too.
Basis.
Yeah. Well, that was my first time seeing her perform, and I was just speechless. And the energy from her support, the way she supports the other artists, come on, period. The way they support the other artists that was there was crazy. I'm like, it was like everybody knew each other. The artists was meeting each other for the first time. And I mean, everybody was dancing together. They coming up on the stage. They this one hype man. They like, like I said, the energy was.
Support that each one of them artists gave to him.
And that's so important. That's so important. That means a lot.
That's where the power in their crew is the fact that they stick together, they move at, and that's what makes them who they are. And shout out to the Mazuma Mob. We've been rocking with S.STREET Media. Cherish, Breed, the Goddess have won one of our contests. She won studio time, 3 hours studio time. And that's one of the songs they performed. They performed one of that song that day. If I'm not mistaken, she did a song with the dude, right? She did one with the girl.
And one with him. Yeah.
One with him. That's the one. The Bonnie and Clyde type joint. So yeah, that night was a dope night, man. We gotta do that again. Do you have any ideas of which direction you looking to go for your next event?
I was thinking something different, because moving away from showcasing and just having an event. Just to get into me a little bit, I love music. I am a music head. Like, my father made my first tape for me, and you know how far back, as I said, tape. He made my first videotape, my first Walkman, and he put the songs on there. So I'm jamming to Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm jamming to all the old school great stuff as a kid. This is what so it just stayed with me. That music and R&B, soul, and all of that stuff, like, that's all me. So my next event, I wanted to incorporate more of what I enjoy. And, you know, for me doing the interviews, for me going to other people's events, and, you know, just networking and meeting people, I want to have an event where, you know, yes, you'll have to buy tickets and things like that, but I want people to just come and party. I want you to come, eat, dance, you know, mingle, network, you know, connect with who you connect with, you know, try to have some, you know, producers in the building, directors in the building, you know, try to have people around so that you can benefit from coming to this event. It's not just you coming and, you know, you dancing all night and drinking. There's actually another benefit to being here. So that's the page that I want to go on for my next event. Like, I just want people to come enjoy themselves.
That sounds like a mixer. It sounds like a networking mixer, maybe.
Yes.
Right? A networking mixer.
I can see, yes. Yeah.
That's Vandal Hour period, which is my official period of starting to do business. My first event was the Meeting of the Minds. Was my first event. It was at Hablo Nino or Cabana Nino Cigar Spot in Bed-Stuy. Dope event. Actually, that's where I met the editor of The Source, Shabi. That's where we met at.
Shout out, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Shy B from the source. So I understand where you're coming from. That's the key to succeed is to network.
Yes.
And to do it and with a lot of people that do different things. Like you have people in all types of fields, and to have them in one room,
Yes.
situation set up, the ambiance is correct,
Yes.
music playing, hopefully some good drugs is in the building,
Yes.
and we're not talking fentanyl.
Oh,
No.
you ain't trying to die tonight.
For some people, fentanyl is the good drugs.
Like I said, I'm still at the gate. Y'all remember that gate they used to talk about when you was a kid? I'm still
peeking in.
there.
Still peeking in.
Oh, you
Yo, what y'all doing over there? Yeah.
The gateway drug. Oh shit! If that's the case, then I know a couple of fences, and I have the gate and the little fence.
I was in your yard too.
I was Jesse Owens over those gates. Yeah. Oh man, I forgot about that. They said weed is the gateway drug.
Shit, wait for real.
Man.
At the lot. Yo, they playing Biggie over there.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
On the other side of the gate.
I'm gonna stay right here with my here in the room number 2.
Good right here.
It was the gun line.
That's exactly
It
what
was
it
the
was.
gun line.
Don't go past
Don't go past that line, boss.
Going to the doctor might have helped a lot of that for me because I don't like needles. I don't like putting nothing in the nose and all that. It's the certain things I don't like from a kid. So it's like, I'm going to the doctor, regular stuff. So it's like, oh no, I can't do this on my. I'm good.
I understand. I hear you. But there's always a but. But no.
I don't know.
Surgery. When I was in the ICU, they had to give me the morphine shots. And the feeling pause that I had when I had got the shot of morphine was, yo. I'm like, I know why people got hooked on drugs.
Yo.
I was like, yo, my toenails are feeling good, yo.
Yeah, I got a story about that. Yo, I went in for a procedure and I had I had back surgery. So they was telling me, everybody, my first time going to the office to take this procedure, but it was other people that did before and everything. It was like, yo, when you get in there and the stuff they shoot, yo, it's like the world, like everybody was waiting for that. And they're like, all right, so what's supposed to happen? They said, yo, it's like nothing that ever happened to you. I'm like, the best thing. And I'm like, all right, so I'm going on the procedure. I'm sitting there. I said, yo, what's this called? The dude joked, my man, yo, the stuff that killed Michael Jackson. And I was like, so he gave me Propofol? And he's like, yeah. So I sat there, I took it, and then that feeling that comes right before you get knocked out, that's the feeling that everybody like that, all right, I'm about to be 90. Yo, when I felt that, and then when I had to do it again, I was like, all right, they gave me that shot again. I'm like, okay, this is what they be searching for. So when you go anesthesia and you get that feeling, I'm like count back to 10. I'm like, you don't have to count back. I'm good right now. I'll see y'all later. I already feel it. It's hitting. I'm like, I know what that feeling is. So when you get that feeling from that type of the Propofol, or you get hit with like that fentanyl and thing like that, you know that right before that 90 night. That's why I'm like, if somebody's ODing, they know they about to OD. But they know they OD. They got to feel like, oh shoot, what up, Jesus? Like that's crazy. But definitely like that feeling right there was, yeah, you know what that is. You I'm not a drug addict or nothing. No, I'm not promoting none of that. Please.
We don't promote drugs.
We don't promote drugs. But
I'll just use
it was under
guidance of a doctor.
exactly, with 10 other people with licenses around.
You know, I tried. I had a surgery, a hernia surgery, and they put the fucking thing in my stomach, whatever that should have mesh.
Mesh.
So, which I should have sued for, but you see what that happened to me. I be seeing bad commercials about that. You got the mesh? You can call this lawyer.
10 years ago, did you?
What?
Mesh surgery?
It's a recall. They gonna take my belly back.
I be like this. I feel sad. I feel $10,000 type of feeling.
Right there, man. It's now doing a lot of stuff with this mesh thing, man.
But yeah, I had the surgery and they gave me penicillin. No, not penicillin. Part of me. They gave me what's the perks?
Oh man,
that's Percocets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they gave me jaw perks.
A jar.
Jaw.
Enough for a prescription.
They gave me a jaw.
30 pills.
And I took the first the subscription, you know how they subscribe it to you. I took it the first day. That shit had me ready to earl. I didn't even want to fuck with it no more. I said I'm gonna withstand the pain. And fucking with that shit, it made me feel like a heroin addict. Like I can't front you, man. It was a crazy feeling. It made me sick. I said, I'm not with this. Heroin, I don't like down highs. I never was a down high person. I want to pick up, even though we.
So you like cocaine instead of.
That's a fact.
No,
that's a fact. We don't promote cocaine. I am a person who has been 13 years clean of usage. It was a time that I enjoyed to the fullest.
Hey, yo.
But
hey, yo.
Pause. A lot of bad things happened, you know, when I was under the influence. You know, most of the good things, the things that I like are bad for you. Most of the things that I like, you don't supposed to overindulge in, and I seem to. So yeah, cocaine was my drug of choice, and it was a drug. Yeah, it was everything they talk about. That's all I can say. Yeah. It was everything they say it is. I also liked ecstasy when I was using drugs too. And yeah,
it was like the morphine dust.
I smoked dust before. About 4 times maybe. Yo, when we was young, we didn't want to be a dust head. So what we used to do was we used to buy a whole lot of weed and then roll 1 blunt of dust and then stir it in the mix. Shoot. Like, where it stop? Nobody.
I like that shit. I was smelling that peppermint.
Yo. It was we had the weed mix, but you had to take 2 pulls to find out that it ain't that's it. Oh shit, this is it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, I fucked with dust. Did you fuck with dust before?
I've tried it 1 time.
How you feel about dust?
I ain't never tried it. I would never try it.
Have you ever tried dust?
Never.
Oh man.
Never.
The first time I tried dust, matter of fact, that's a lie. That was tabs. Was it tabs I was taking? I took acid. Yeah, my bad. I was taking
different
acid.
tricks he had over there.
Yeah, I was taking acid. I forgot my first dust trip was on 116th and Park. I can tell you that for sure. It was 116th and Park. I was with the fellas, and we was doing what it do. I'm going to say this, it slowed time down immensely. Like, we was like...
Statue of Liberty.
No, we moving. Yeah, we moving.
No, like...
Yo.
Yeah, my man, one day, he was smoking dust. We wasn't smoking, but he was smoking. And we having this party in front of our crib. It was like a fake Memorial Day party or something. None of the bitches came. Shout out to my ex-girlfriend, Jennifer. She told all the girls, don't go. I fucked up and didn't invite her.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a sleazeball. Asshole. She got me back though. She definitely got me back. She told all the girls, don't go. And they didn't go. And so it was all of us at the party.
Hey, yo, party.
And my man was smoking.
Diddy party.
Whoa, allegedly. We gonna get into that. But yeah, my man was smoking dust, and when it was time to leave, like he was moving like in slow motion, and he was like, I want to say, he was saying he was proceeding to move towards the direction of the other person. But yeah, so yeah, dust is cool. It wasn't my thing. It wasn't my thing. I wasn't into dust. I was tabs. It was a good experimental times, like once in the blue, we try it. Not really. But yeah. What made us talk about drugs?
Hey.
Were you talking about drugs? Just talking about drugs?
We started about the gateway and just opened up and we just
Drugs is the gateway.
Gateway. It started out with a bump pass. Next thing you know, it was
We talking about gateway.
It's a gateway drug.
It's only
It's a gateway to talk about all the other drugs.
We went from drugs to Diddy.
Don't put them in the same room.
That's crazy. Whoa. You know what's funny? Diddy seems facts. Diddy seems to be headlining on social media right now. He got social media in a headlock.
Hey,
Pause. Literally. Pause.
like that. Hey,
Figuratively.
pause.
No.
Pulling over here.
Yeah. This dude, he paid Cassie some bread. We don't know how much. Over.
Rumor 30 million.
But I also heard today that everyone is saying that Cassie is not too smart about the decision. It was just about the money, blah, blah, blah. But there's something legally that she did. Now, lawyers, y'all will know. I don't remember the exact term, but legally she put something in the paperwork to where she can speak about, even though the cases, they did whatever, she can still like go write a book and speak about everything that she wrote.
No gag order.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
She said she wanted to take her power back.
Basically.
That's
Basically.
what
So
Diddy
I'm like,
did to
that
everybody.
is so smart of her to make that move. Like, shout out to the people she has around her, because I'm sure she didn't come up, with that on her own. Probably somebody put that in her ear. And that's a major power move. And I personally feel that by her doing that, we're going to start hearing a whole bunch of stories come out about him. I mean, we're hearing certain things now. Few people are coming out, but the crew is coming. The crew is coming.
Oh,
for
yeah.
him.
Of course.
Oh, seems so crazy
All
now.
those skeletons. All those skeletons about to come out.
Yeah, it's they going ham on
He had to step down as the chairman.
from
Vivo,
Vivo,
yeah.
allegedly.
One of the schools that he dealt with, they cut ties with him. There's a few
Allegedly.
A lot of
allegedly.
business
Yeah, a lot of
endorsements
yes.
behind that.
And they're starting to point fingers towards the ex-wife or the ex-girlfriend, her death.
Kim
Oh,
Porter.
Kim
Porter.
Yeah.
So they point fingers towards that.
It was always
Yeah, because she was in the midst of
rumors.
writing her book right before she passed.
Oh, she was like 44, something like
Yeah.
that. That's crazy.
So, and I heard allegedly, that got pulled. That Diddy had something allegedly to do with the book being pulled.
They got excerpts from it online though.
Yeah, you can't stop everything, and he has that type of personality. Like, I've never met the man personally, I can't speak on that, but the personality that he has, what he shows on TV, and it's like he can't deal with somebody telling him no. He can't. That's something that's like, what? No.
He said, "I'm a savage. I get what I want. I get what I want."
Yeah, people like that, you
Like
gotta be
circus.
scared of, because not down to anything.
Exactly. He walks around with NDAs in his pocket.
Huh.
So he got, I'm gonna talk to you real quick. Here, sign this.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I say something.
Exactly. And then after I say it, you can't say nothing else about it. You know, that's why he keeps the gag on us at NDAs in his pocket.
There's some real shit. It's a true story, man. When I was about 99, when I was younger, a friend of mine, God bless his dead, my man D Black, he lived in Harlem, a well-known figure. I went to high school with him, one of my right hands, my comrades. When we was after us graduating from school, we never was home at the same time. He'd be in prison 1 year, I'm home. I go to prison, he's home. Rarely was we home at the same time. One of the times that we was home at the same time, I was living in Flatbush. This is 1999 specifically. I remember the year. It was 1999. 1999. Yeah, Prince. And me and my friend was talking on the phone, and he's like, "Yo, I'm working with Diddy." I'm like, "Word?" And he was like basically trying to get money for introducing MCs to him. What do you call that? Like middleman money. Not A&R, also finder's fee, like short-term management. I could think of like
360 or something like
that. Nah, he was just he was like short-term management or AKA I just want the finder's fee.
Oh,
Scout. Yes. So that's what he was doing at the moment. And he was doing it with Bad Boy, pause. So I asked him, I said, "Yo, boy, this is my right hand man." So I said, "Yo, boy, I need you to bring my music to Diddy, nigga." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, boy, yo, you take my fucking music over there. And this is what he said to me. You don't want to fuck with that. Right? And I'm like, now, I don't know the rumors. This is young math. I'm probably like 22 maybe. You know what I mean? For my son, so 22, 23 maybe. And I'm like, "Yo, boy, you around the nigga. Like, yo, bring my music to him." He like, "You don't want to fuck with him." And to this day, I always remember his words like, you don't want to fuck with him. The same friend, we caught a Jukes uptown. It's the statute of limitations is way over. It was like 1994, something like that. But we caught a Jukes, and it was me, him, G Dep, and my cousin and my homeboy from the projects. And we caught a Jukes, and so he was in that circle of these people already. Chill Will is his people. Suave from Trouble Neck Soldiers. He knew like all these. He's introduced me to these dudes on a regular basis in my high school time. He like, "You don't want to fuck with that nigga." And I never knew what he was talking about. I thought it was like on some business shit, maybe or some rhyme bullshit.
That was your man for real.
Yeah. And yeah, he definitely too. He curved the shit out of me, and I was tight, like, "Yo, boy." When he said he worked with Diddy, I'm like, "Yo, boy, this is like, you know, we've been listening to the Locks, Big, fucking whoever was coming out at that time." Yeah. I'm like, "Yo, this is before Wendy Williams was dropping bombs and on him." You know what I mean? I didn't know what was going on. I believed the image that portrayed of him. So that's crazy, man. And he just opened up a can of worms for so many people. Now Aaron Hall caught up in some shit. Aaron Hall, allegedly. Man, the guy from Guy.
They didn't miss you, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's like you see your favorite artists from back in the day. You be like, "Yo, I played their music. I know all of the bars," and you so hyped. And then you see these interviews and you hear them. Like I'm watching Hall as he's doing the interview, and it's like my smile is going into a frown because I'm like, "Yo, what? How? Like you gotta be kidding!" Like people have got married off of your music, have had children off of your music, and celebrated anniversaries. Happy moments, you know, great occasions.
So here's the irony to that, though. Some young girl got raped to make that music. Allegedly.
So, hold
Did
on.
you read the lyrics of some of these songs of these artists? What you gonna say, girl? My
Yeah,
bad.
you be like, why parents are saying something about hip hop?
So Aaron Hall, Creep. Teddy Riley knew he was a creep. You think?
Yeah.
Like the people that you know, you gotta know that the dude that you messing with, like yo, that dude is like weirdo.
Oh, you 100% right. I know all my friends that's like that. I know all my friends that's on that type of
Be like,
time.
yo.
Did he? He's around thousands, millions of people, and he has quite a few close friends, people that have known him from way back in the 90s and all of that, and they know, but you will never hear them say a word. They won't try to defend the victim. They won't speak up for the victim. They'll keep the information quiet throughout their whole career, throughout their whole life. And that's the part that I think is sick in the music industry.
That's what they call the Illuminati. It ain't the Illuminati. It's the, they be in the Illuminati. That's what they be into.
Too much mixing and mingling be going on.
Nobody want to get put outside the circle, even though you know what's going on in the circle. Say, yo, you know, shut up, don't say nothing.
Some of them might have some of their own weird stuff.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
I ain't telling because y'all might tell me.
Y'all gonna blow
I
up
was
my stuff.
fondling the
Yeah.
My
whatever.
Yeah.
So
That's a lot of what goes on in the industry.
That goes on in a lot of
situations. People with power.
Yeah.
But I think that's a little. I think mentally you gotta be a little. Like if I know this girl is being molested or trafficked or raped, if I know this and I've probably seen it and was in, you know, and to know that and to see that and to be around it and to not do anything, not say anything, not even reach out to the victim. It's mine. It's something that I could never do. I don't care how much money is at stake. And I've been in situations with millions on tables, with nothing on tables. And my integrity and what I would do, it doesn't change. And that's the part that I get so disappointed in a lot of us, because you put a certain amount of money down and all of a sudden now it's like, oh, forget that, morals, you know, integrity, honesty, you know, all that loyalty, all that, now that's going because I got this, but that money is gonna go. And especially since you've never had it before, you really gonna go through it because you've never had that kind of money. So you're gonna do a bunch of dumb stuff.
Well,
But
I mean, most of the people that would do that, they're not strong people. So, you know, like I'm not gonna really like attack the weak because they weak. So, you know, like not everybody could be able to be strong like that. It's like
that's a fact.
That's a lot of things. Millions in front of people that ain't never want to be. And it's like, and if you don't take it, your life is going to be worse than it was.
The worse than
it's going to be like, all right,
started. Yeah, definitely.
You know, so
definitely.
You know, you gotta have like your support system and your team that's around you, yo. You gotta have that. You gotta have definite, and you gotta have a conscience.
I've been hated because I've helped people. Like I've gotten hated on because I've helped people. So, you know, like I take that. You can hate me all day. As long as I know that I made some type of difference in this person's life in a positive way, in a beneficial way. Because that's all it's really about. Like we keep knocking each other down for dumb shit. And it's like, come on, like we destroying each other. It's not about the white man. It's not about him anymore because we are doing it to ourselves. So, you know, we just got to get on a different page.
But not to leave the other conversation though, in the aspect of when it comes to, it seems that all the black billionaires, I'm not going to say black billionaires, but I'm going to say the black billionaires.
It's that billionaire club.
No, listen to this. I believe that all the black people that have become billionaires, that they are trying to take the money from. Like they don't want them to be billionaires, so they attacking those. Next in line is going to be Jay-Z. I mean, it's going to come out with some shit, and we already know since it's heavy in the closet too.
I said he's going to be another one.
I mean,
They all gonna
get that.
come
I
out.
get
If
that.
one person
but that-
say it's
I
gonna be
get
a
that, but
flood.
that's like the same thing
And
with the
Beyonce too.
Cosby situation. The rumor was he was trying to buy NBC and all of that.
Yes, right.
So all of
before
the chicks was
everything.
coming out.
Yes.
Yo,
They knock her
Listen.
down.
but
They knock her
listen,
down.
And those
raping,
are,
allegedly raping chicks.
Yes.
Mm.
and that's where you get
It
tossed.
don't matter.
Cause you
But let's
Like
say
if
this.
you the black man,
But know this,
bring
I
that
agree
up.
with you. I agree with you in that regard. But I'm going to give you doing so much cocaine and drugs. They are in the free love generation. They're having orgies already happening. This is my opinion. Please do not shoot the messenger in the industry. And I think that it was pre-camera, like you can't prove a lot of shit. So now I say, yo, a female says, yo, I was in a hotel with him. Yeah, bitch, you was. Or he raped me. All that I can say, I didn't do it. That shit not no go to jail shit. It's some court shit for money. It's lawsuits. It's not even few of them is jail shit, and you can tell the more realest shit by how they attack it.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, you know what I mean? Like I don't trust because it's not now that I gotta worry about. I gotta worry about 20 years later. You saying I was in the room with you and you was free, and all that I can say is no, I wasn't. You know what I mean? Like
You're
so,
right against mine.
and so the real people. I'm not defending none of these dudes, but there's a person named Roman Polanski, and he raped a woman outrightly, meaning that she was like 14 years old, and they like 80. Nah, he's like 30 or something like that. He just bounced to another country and never came back. And what's deeper is he still won awards in the United States where he committed the crime. In the United States, allegedly. But you can look this up. This been happening. You know what I mean? That's why let me just say, I'm not gonna shoot our people down. But a lot of people just leave the country and try to make their way to places that they can't be touched at. And they've been doing that. But I'm just going to say, I don't believe that all these people are. I think a lot of it was consensual sex under the conditions of drugs. Mm-hmm. And they were like that. One person gets a bag. Oh, she got a bag. And I think they're conspiring. I think people talk to her and they're going to collect checks from these dudes.
I mean, that's the
some women
like,
have
I was gonna say without question. I mean, like, listen, I'm gonna say I got this dilemma and all of that. Mm-hmm. If they ever said some shit like that, I'm not. My first intention would be to believe them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not going to be thinking out here to try to get money from the dude because do that. That's a lot to be saying, as far as a woman. I'm about to put my whole life out here to accuse somebody that did something that really didn't do it. I'm about to put my life through the ringer. Am I really going to?
Or unless you got nothing going on.
I mean,
but this is also.
But it could be good. This go on for years. The extortion game is really and be like, well, I know something about you, so I ain't gonna tell nobody. But
you think Michael Jackson?
It's possible. It's possible. Yeah, it's definitely, and that's why the culture went so long because it was probably people like, all right, you want to keep that lifestyle? Make sure this one because people like, all right, because they you think everybody that's being insured, and then you're not going to. We're not being naive in this question, but do you really believe that the majority of those people really was
It happened too. I disagree.
Yeah.
I think it's the reverse. I think that out of 100%, maybe 5%, 7% is real, and the rest is fake. This is why I say that. I want to say why.
Let me make sure
Because they
I
have to
make it
deal
clear.
with all of that.
Out of the, if it was 100
You
women
think
that got
the
it done,
100 like out of 100 women that came out, only
think
5
only-
actually are telling the
you know,
truth?
I'm just no. What I'm saying is percentage-wise,
Like,
out of if it was 100% of these allegations that came in, I believe less than 10% is real. And I think that 9% is false.
The rest was all
Now I want to say why. I want to
say
say why. And this, let me give my example. It is equivalent to me as black people with the PPP loan. Like people see a come up, and it's a come up. And when one open the door, when one open the door, and somebody see it,
trying to say the money is to come up.
so let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Because what's happening today has been happening to us for years. Michael Jackson, and I got to use my Virgo brother, man, and I'm a Michael Jackson fan. I'm not a fan of nobody except for Michael Jackson. Everybody else, I like this shit. Pause. You know what I mean? But Michael Jackson was accused of raping children, and there are certain people who still believe these allegations. I'm going to tell you the first thing to do before you think that thought. Look up the FBI report where they was following Michael Jackson for years.
Before that came out.
Before the allegations. They thought he was a communist or something. They was fucking following Michael Jackson. And you know what they said? There's nothing on Michael Jackson about children.
No.
Now, why I said that point, before I say anything else, the kid that accused him, one of the kids, he was on television, if y'all saw it on Channel 7, he with the pops and the son on television. He paid for his cancer treatment. The father asked him for some bread to make a move, and he said no. Number one. Number two, a chick said, his maid said that she walked in on Michael in the shower with her child. Now, if she didn't beat Michael Jackson up, because it's Michael Jackson in the shower with your child, and she didn't go no route but to later accuse him of doing that, something is wrong. So I'm going to say this is what people saw. People saw he was a come up. They said, he's a weirdo. This is their name, he's a weirdo. He don't fuck with nobody. He's around children. Oh, we got him. That's a bag. And this wasn't from us. It was from our Caucasian brothers and sisters, because they're Caucasian and black, or everything comes from black. So they are Caucasian brothers and sisters. They saw a come up of a Michael. And they do this to a lot of people, man. They do this to a lot of people. And so I'm going to say, is there real situations happening? Of course. 100. There wouldn't be the casting couch if there wasn't that type of shit going on. You know, there would be no such thing as white boy air quotes. The casting couch, if it didn't exist, it exists. We know it exists. I'm going to say this though. Let's throw it one more way around. I've been inside of my office, and a show was going on, and a woman is a part of the show, right? And she's big breasted. Is that a real word? She's holding in the front area.
Yeah.
That's how they crazy.
Yeah.
Voluptuous. Yeah, voluptuous. Yeah, that's the word of the day too.
Got it.
So she walked out the room. She went to go to the bathroom. She went to walk out the room. I'm by the door. I opened the door for her. She rubbed her chest behind my back. Woo. Right? And she did that more than one time. Not that particular, that's when she did it before, and she did that on maybe 3 occasions, right? Now, that's the proof that it happens, right? So we're gonna say, we know it happens. I've been doing this for 9 years. That's the only thing that happened that way, though. So it don't really be happening like that. So 10 years from now, though, 20 years from now, though, she could say, oh, he felt me up.
He was rubbing on my breast or whatever the case is.
You know what I mean? And now, what they could say is they're gonna put it to a date, right? So they're gonna look at the old podcast. They're gonna look at the old podcast. Oh, that's when I was there. That was the time he was there. Oh yeah, and people, my witnesses, they was in the room. So not that they seen what happened, but they said, oh yeah, we was all there together that day. And I'm gonna say, I didn't touch her, and they're gonna be like, okay. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Like, and I believe that's happening. You know what?
I told you the situations. I mean, it's not. I get that. I get it. I'm not saying that there ain't nobody out here that don't have no malicious intents. Like, yo, that dude got some money and he rejected me, so I'm gonna say he raped me or whatever the case is. I know that that's possible because we think that is possible. Other people think it and will do it. So I know it will be done. I'm not saying that.
I don't think
just
that's
saying
the first reaction to it, though. If somebody comes to you with that information, you shouldn't go through all of those other thoughts about all of the messed up people and the lies and this and that. If they come to you on something like this is something that happened to me, it should be looked into, investigated, start helping that person out with their mental health and everything else that's going on. Like, it should be those type of steps that gets taken after someone says something like that. If it comes out that they were lying or whatever, then okay, you deal with that accordingly. But everyone or every person that says that they was raped, molested, abused, or something, that's a serious thing. That say you don't take that as a joke. And regardless of what I've known you to be a little bit of a liar before, or you've been through this, and I don't know, like automatically it's a serious thing. I don't handle this.
I got. So I'm going to use myself as an example. That already. So it happened within my 5 years doing S.TREET. One day I came out and she was in a carriage. I should call her. I'm like, right? But I kept it moving. I kept it moving. Do you know? Later, I come at them. I said, I didn't have a conversation. It wasn't no exchange. I said something to y'all. I said a statement. My statement was, I ordered her to do something. It is that easy. It is that easy. And if I didn't have a character to stand on, you heard, this is my best friend's family. Her mother is like my OG. Her pops is my OG. Like, we still family to this day. I wouldn't even mention this to anyone. That's why I'm mad I even mentioned it. But it was a reality though. And that was the first time I seen that a person could tell a lie on you and it could change your life in a second.
Facts. Yep. That is facts.
And so it is, so I've learned to be very careful. I don't deal with no one in my business. No one can ever say, you hear me saying this? No one can ever say that on to me. Never. Never, never. I dealt with one person in this industry and everyone know who it is. You know what I mean? So I only deal with the top 2. I don't deal with the help. My last relationship, she doing shit. She's still doing shit. I messed with lawyers, principals. You know what I mean? Not to toot my own horn. Pause. But yeah, but it's easy to be accused of something like that. But I'm going to say this. When you have outright facts that back it up, like with these cases that we were speaking on, there's like people who actually witnessed what was going on.
Mhm.
So we not saying that this is like,
He said, she said.
yeah, this is real. We know, but I'm going to say, you know, that a lot of these situations be come up. Old school come ups is lawsuits. We black people ain't up on that. We just gotta own that lawsuit shit.
Lawsuit.
Motherfuckers on the other side
We doing
been
it
suing motherfuckers for years.
again.
We just got on it. Niggas be like, oh, you fucked up my nail. Oh, I'm suing you. How many car accidents you was in and that you didn't sue the person you was in a car with? You just get it. You just like, I got a bad back. But you not even think about no suit. And it's crazy because my mother just told me recently that one of her friends, her child was in a car accident back in the day. She said, yeah, what's going to be suing all the time? She caught a bag. She was in it, and she's like, yeah, what's going to was in a fucking car accident, and she sued. I'm like this. Man, when I got hit with the skate in the face,
Like, we ain't getting nothing. We ain't tried to get
the nigga left.
I got hit by a good human truck. We ain't get a dime.
What the fuck? I had a piece of wood stuck in my face. You know what I mean?
Not even a bed.
I ain't get nothing. They got mad when I was crying.
Shut up, little give you something to cry about.
Yeah, so they've been coming up on these bags. They've been doing these moves for bags for years. You know what I mean? We just got up on it. You know what I mean? I have a friend that he fell somewhere else in life. He got hurt. Poof. There's a street in like somewhere that it was fucked up. Him. Shout out to him. We don't worry about the people who don't support you, but the people who do. And that's kind of mentality. It's always in my mentality, but I kind of project it out loud. See now,